Hey guys, it's me Stace. Today we're doing another Cricut video. We're also doing our Make It on Monday project, even though we're actually doing this on a Tuesday. But today we're making this really pretty Mother's Day card. You can see the 3D of it. Also the inside. Now this is all done using the print then cut feature as well as the inside there. Alright, let's go to the computer and we will get started. At the computer, I'm already logged into Design Space. You'll want to go where it says Cricut Access and then click on View All. In the search box in the upper right hand corner, type in the words Anna, that's A-N-N-A. The word just, J-U-S-T, and then click on enter. The card we're making is this one here. It's the Anna Griffin Just For You window card. Go ahead and click on that. It'll bring up a preview window. Very bottom, click on customize. Now this is a print then cut feed or card, so it might take a minute or so for all the images to load up. All right, we have all of our pieces. We can see we have the card, all the pieces here, and also the envelope. I'm going to go ahead and delete the envelope. I chose not to cut that out, but if you want to, you certainly can. Now we have the card base. If you have this piece selected and go to the very top toolbar where the size is, we can see the size of the card base is 10 inches wide by 7 inches tall. I'm going to go ahead and use my trimmer to cut this piece out. So I'm going to delete that piece. Now we have all the other card pieces here. The flowers and the greeting is what's going to be printed out. But I do want to change the phrase on the greeting. It says just for you, and I want to make it say Happy Mother's Day. If I right click on the greeting, you can see there's no option for me to detach it or even hide contour. So I need to create another one to cover this piece up. So I'm going to right click on it and choose duplicate. So now I have two of them. If you want to keep your original, make this one larger so I can see it. Left hand side toolbar, I'm going to click on shapes, grab a square. Having this square selected, at the very top you'll see line type and you'll see the color of the square here. Go ahead and click on that. Now the top row of colors here, they're the current colors that all these pieces are using. So I want to use the same color white. So I'm going to go and click on that piece. Now it's the same color. I'm going to bring this down and cover up the phrase just for you. I'm going to unlock the lock and then use the arrow keys to move it over. Now if I click off, you can see we still have a square there. Because this is a flattened or printed image, we want to also flatten the top square. So go ahead and click on the square, hold down Shift on your keyboard, click on the other piece, right click on those and go to the very bottom and choose flatten. Now you'll see that square goes away. I'm also going to add text, left hand side toolbar, click on the text box. I'm going to write Happy Mother's Day. This can say happy birthday, happy anniversary, whatever you want. Have the text selected. The very top toolbar again, you'll see the font choice. I'm going to click on that. And the font I chose was a child's ear. You'll see the font change. Now I'm going to just make this smaller to fit on top of that piece. Oh, let me grab it there. Still too big, make it be smaller. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Now I want to center it. Take your left mouse button across both pieces. The very top toolbar, click on Align, go to the very bottom and click Align Center. Now we also want to flatten the words Happy Mother's Day. So go ahead and click on the phrase. Again, hold down Shift on the keyboard, click on the other piece, right click on that and choose Flatten. Now we want to change it to be this size. So if you click on our original image, the size up top on the width was 2.993. Go ahead and click on this piece and change the width to be the same, 2.993, and click on Enter. So now we have our piece here. We can now delete that piece. So we have that piece over there. I also want to create the inside piece. Left-hand side toolbar again, click on Shapes, grab a square, make the square be white. Have the square selected. Again, top toolbar, we're going to unlock the lock. Now the card once folded is a rather large card. It's 5 by 7. I want to make this piece be smaller. So I'm going to make the width here be 4.75 and the height is going to be 5.75. Click on Enter. I also want to grab a flower for the inside as well. So maybe I'll even grab a bush. No, I'll grab a flower. All right, so I'm going to use this one. If you need to, right click on it and choose Send to Front. Before I do anything though, I want to make a duplicate of this. So right click on it and choose Duplicate. So now we have the piece for over there. Then just bring this piece in. Now you can have it hang off the card or rotate it to where it's going to fit inside the card. I'm going to rotate it this time. So it looks like that there. Now, because this is a flattened flower, we also want to attach it to this piece here. So take your mouse across both pieces again, right click on that and choose Flatten. Go to the very top toolbar, click on Make It. So now you'll see this is our printed piece. You'll need a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock in your printer. These are the two green pieces. our greeting down here, our other two flowers, and this blank piece here is the inside of our card. Then we have a white piece for the window, a piece of yellow, brown, or whatever color you want to use for the planter box, a piece of green or blue for the sky, and then we have also this piece for the curtains. I just used pattern paper. Now if I go back up top and click on print, so we have this piece here, go ahead and click on continue, load up the white cardstock in your printer, then click on send to printer, then take it to your Cricut to have it cut out, then just come back and work on the other pieces. I'm going to do all that, go to the table and put our card together. Hey guys, we are back. Everything is cut out. So the first thing I'm going to do is work on the card base. And I just cut this myself. This measured 7 by 10, and you want to score it in the middle at 5 inches. Take your bone folder and give that a good crease. I'm going to bring in some scrap paper and my ink. Now the paper I'm using is Stampin' Up. It is the color Blushing Bride. I'm also using the Blushing Bride ink with a wet and wrung out kitchen sponge, just to kind of give some texture to the card. I didn't want to use a pattern paper on top only because the actually image has a lot of color in it, so I just thought this would be a nice and subtle background. Alright, looks pretty good. We can set that aside and set our ink aside. Oop, actually while I'm here, let me finish that up. Alright, so we have the inside piece that we attach the flower to. I'm just going to go ahead and ink the upper left-hand corner, just a little bit, just so it has some interest up there as well. Alright, so those two pieces are done. We can set them aside and set this aside. Alright, let's bring in all these guys. Now we have the window piece. Now if you look at it, the top looks like crown molding. The bottom has this little nub. So you want to, this part here is the bottom. There's a score mark on the side, and I just take my fingernail and just kind of work that up a little bit. Just kind of bend it. I'm not going to go in there with my bone folder and give it a thorough crease. I just like it being a tad bit opened. Okay, so that one's done. Flip it over and do this side as well. And I'm just putting my fingernail against that score mark. Now if you find with the Cricut you're not getting a nice deep score mark with the scoring tool, what I do while it's scoring is I push down on the scoring tool. That way it goes a little bit deeper for me. Okay, so there we have our window. And again, the crown molding part is the top, this is the bottom. All right, now we have our windows, or our window here, and we have our little curtains. This is just pattern paper I had that I thought resembled some kind of a curtain. I'm using my glue. This is art glitter glue. I get it from MamieMadeIt.com. All right, so put that one right there. And this cardstock is also Stampin' Up, and this is Balmy Blue. I was going to use Pool Party, but I thought that was just too green looking. Alright, so we have that. And now we have this guy, and this has 2 score marks as well. Again, just finger press them to get them started. We're going to put this one on last. Okay, so we're going to do this first. I'm going to flip it over and take some foam squares. I also get these from MamieMadeIt.com. Can you tell I love her product? Alright, I'm just going to put 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. Okay, give all them a squish, and then we can take the backing off. And you'll see, as I said, this part here that has a straight edge is the bottom. This is the top. I'm going to go ahead and, sorry about that, I had to sneeze. So I have this little balcony piece or awning. If you put it over top, you can see the white pieces here hang out. I don't like that. So I'm going to take my scissors and just cut that off. Just go straight up. Okay. Flip this one over and just go straight up. Otherwise that's going to stick out. I thought that looked funny. All right, so we have that. We're going to go ahead and eyeball it by placing it on the blue. And I only have the foam squares on the top and the bottom. Okay, so you can see how that looks. Now to attach this piece is going to go behind here. The easiest way to do that, because this score mark is so skinny, I'm going to take, because I tried gluing it to this piece first, it does not stay. So I'm going to take it in the back, lining it up, pushing it down, and then just take Scotch tape. And adhere it that way. Okay, once you get the one side down, you can go back in and do the other side. Okay, nobody will be the wiser that we use that. All right, now we can take this and we're going to put this on the front of our card. Now, before you do it on the front of the card, you don't want to center it here because you have to allow for this piece. Okay, and again, this piece you can see has little edges. That's going to sit in the bottom. So I kind of put that there and then center it where I want it to be. Get an idea. Okay, we're going to take our glue. And again, before I put that down, I'm going to bring this guy back in here just to kind of give me a reference. Okay, so right about there. And make sure it's straight. You don't want a crooked window. Okay. Alright, so now we have this, and you'll see our awning is kind of wonky, so I'm going to flip it up and put some foam squares right there. I got 2, just to help have that piece stay down. Just like that. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. Give them a squish, take the backing off. And then just push this kind of down in there. Okay, just enough to where it's going to stay, but it's not going to squish anything. Alright? Alright, now we have our Happy Mother's Day. As I said, you can change this to be any greeting you like. I'm going to grab some more of those foam squares. We're going to put 3 on the back of this one. Give them a squish, take the backing off. And this is going to go on top of this one. Okay, like that. We're going to flip that over and put foam squares on the bottom. Little legs like that. Give them a squish. Take the backing off because we're going to put another one on top. Okay, so put one more there and one more there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and squish those. Take the backing off. Now I'm not putting any glue up here because I want some of the flowers to kind of tuck under that. So we're going to line it back up with the other piece. Okay, just like that. I love the dimension on this card. Alright, now all we have are the flowers. Alright, so I'm just going to take some glue. And my goal is to not squish anything. Before I do that though, I do want to take my bone folder and just kind of fan that out a little bit. So now by not putting glue behind that brown piece, we're able to stick these down, or to my finger. Okay, just like that, just ever so slightly just tap on it so it kind of stays. All right, now we have this one. And again, I do want to fan these up a little bit. Okay, we're going to put this one, I'm going to have this one kind of hanging off. That one maybe. Or should I want to do it? No. I'm actually going to cut this off. It's kind of in my way. Again, I'm going behind the brown, there we go. Behind the brown piece. I'm going to leave that there because I do want to put a foam square behind it. So I'm putting it, you can see, I get the foam square there. Take the backing off, put this back in there where you like it. This way just lifts it up a little bit. Okay, just like that. You have to go in there again and take your bone folder and just give them a little bit more lift. Alright, now we have these flowers. And I think I'm also going to put a foam square behind those as well. And just kind of find a spot for it. Again, I want to cut those off. They're in my way. This way I can go a little bit lower. Okay. And then we have our bush or flowers, greenery right here. And again, this one I'm going to glue down. I'm not going to put any foam squares behind it. And that's just going to kind of go right here. Just give it a press ever so slightly. Okay. Make sure everything up here is sticking where it's supposed to. And if you want to, you can take a Cricut spatula or something flat and just kind of go in here and push these open a little bit. And the flowers are going to keep them down, but we can still push open a little bit. Okay, and there's the front of the card. Right? How I love it. All right, now we're going to do the inside. I'm going to grab my ATG and just... So you can change out the greeting. I mean, this would be really pretty for a wedding card. Just a friend card. All right, so we have the inside and we have the outside. So there's that one here. Okay, and then the inside as well. All right, guys, there you have it, our Make It on Monday video on a Tuesday. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.